Welcome back, guys, to the PvP build for the go-to chapter on my Magicka Nightblade, this time with a range 3 proc set gang setup with front bar, Tarnished Nightmare, what else, deals an insane amount of physical damage with an 8 meters radius and even procs the Sandal Status effect, which procs the minor breach effect for 3k pen, and the Sandal Status effect itself deals direct damage. Very nice. A second set, Kalurion. Better choice would be Winterborn, which would deal slightly more damage, but Kalurion also works with this setup, so don't worry. And as a third proc set, Ithelia, which procs with a fully charged heavy attack, deals an insane amount of physical damage with a 10 seconds cooldown, drops in X, and if you pick up this X, you even reduce the cooldown by 5 seconds. I did something similar a couple of years ago with, I think, Winterborn and Kalurion. Worked pretty good. Now with Ithelia works even better, especially with an Inferno Staff slotted. You can easily fully charge heavy attack with Inferno Staff and you will deal a ton of damage with the projectile. It doesn't work with Lightning Staff, even if a Lightning Staff has better passes with 12% more direct damage, but your opponents will simply block or roll dodge the combination, so it doesn't work with lightning. It also procs a powerful damage over time ability, not really needed in this case, but it helps for the burst damage. A range setup is slightly better than a melee setup, even if it deals slightly less damage, but it's way more comfortable to play. You can simply avoid those detection pot spammers or detection skill spammers like Karma or Inner Light by just staying range, right? So in my case, I prefer a range setup over a melee setup. If you want more damage, go with a melee setup. I did a 3 proc gank setup a few months back. I will link it, of course, in the description below. Check it out. Armor types, full light armor. I need the extra penetration. Nowadays players will have at least 25k resistance, most of the players even 30k plus. If you want to, you can also put some medium armor pieces for more crit damage and weapon spare damage. Then full divines, obviously, for the max damage. With the Shadow Mundus we gain 17% more crit damage. Full max Magicka glyphs, obviously. Full infused on jury. Alternative bloodthirsty should be even better, but I already had it in infused here. Then Inferno Staff in sharpened with the poison damage enchant. You could also use a flame damage enchant, but with force pulse is spammable. We already have the chance to proc the burning status effect, and with the poison enchant we even would proc the poison status effect, so more burst damage. Backbar, any weapon is fine. I use a restoration staff of potentates for 3% damage reduction in defending with the berserker glyph. Any weapon, sword and board, ice staff, whatever, doesn't really matter, to be honest. Quick look on the skills. Front bar Karma Hunter for minor berserk and prophecy, 12% crit rate. Then Sense, just slotted for 8% more max Magicka, thanks to Magicka Flood, this passive here. Crushing Shock is spammable, Merciless Resolve, the powerful bow proc, and also gives us 10% more crit damage, thanks to Hemorrhage. Shadow Disguise and Cloak ability. Soul Harvest is ultimate, alternative go with Dawnbreak here, race against time, snare removal, and minor force, 10% more crit damage, and Major Expedition. Conceit weapon just slotted for minor expedition, 15% more movement speed. If you need more healing, simply use Vigor, will also give you more tankiness with minor resolve. Siphoning attacks just for sustain, Shadow Image as oh shit button, and Soul Tether as second ultimate. I sometimes use it if I have multiple targets on me. Another option would be Life Giver, gives us an insane amount of burst here, allows us to go offensive for a few seconds. Raise Dammer for weapon spare damage, flame resistance, max Magicka and stamina. Better would be Khajiit or High Elf. Dunmer should be the third best option. Mundus to Shadow, like I said, for 17% more crit damage. Ghastly Eyeball as buff wood, needed. With Vamp stage 3, obviously Vampire, like I said, for Strike from the Shadows mainly, for 300 extra weapon spare damage, and for the tankiness with Undeath. Add 2 points everything into Magicka. Potion, the Detection Potion. Make sure to use this one with Major Sorcery, otherwise you will lose the spell damage buff. We don't have time to use Degeneration or Sapper Sense before our combination. NCP is pretty basic with Deadly Aim, Werewolf Strikes, Mastered Arms and Fighting Finesse. Backstab instead of Finesse would also be possible, but it's really hard nowadays to always flank your opponent, especially in 1v8 situations. Recipes, Rejuvenation, Boundless Vitality, Bastion and Celerity. Pretty basic here. Combination. Start with Race Against Time and Shadow Disguise. Make sure to be a cloak, obviously. Then fully charged heavy attack into Crushing Shocks. That's basically it. If you have your bow proc, use your bow in between. If your opponent is close, use Incap in between. But mainly make sure to always fully charge heavy attack if you start a combination, and then spam Crushing Shocks. That's it with another PvP build. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, enjoy the gameplay footage, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.